Hi, I'm Rob, and I'd like to welcome you to this Cumulus Cycles playlist, which will introduce Kubernetes. Before we dive in, I want to point out that you should have a foundation in Docker before tackling Kubernetes. If you're not familiar with Docker or just need a refresher, I have a Docker playlist that I'll provide a link to in the description below that may be useful. Now, I'm working on an M1 Mac and have Docker Desktop installed. If you don't yet have Docker installed on your machine and you're using an M1 Mac, I have a video that will walk you through the installation process, which I'll also link to in the description below. If you're running on a different OS and need to install Docker, just click the Get Started button on the docker.com homepage and download the appropriate installation package for your computer. Now, with Docker Desktop installed and running, I can simply click the Settings icon, then click the Kubernetes button and check Enable Kubernetes, and then apply and restart to install Kubernetes on my machine. And after a few minutes, in the lower left-hand corner of Docker Desktop, I'll see the green Kubernetes icon. And if I close Preferences and then click on Images, we'll see the Kubernetes images that were pulled during the installation process. And if I jump over to a terminal and execute kubectl version, I'll see the details for the kubectl command line tool that's installed, and this tells me that I'm ready to start working with Kubernetes. In the next video, I'll provide a brief explanation of what Kubernetes is, discuss its architecture, and touch on some basic components you'll need to be familiar with when working with Kubernetes. I hope to see you there.